Hi, this is Owen Abbas saying from behind the gloves. I'm here with Eddie Hearn. Eddie, we just finished from the press from the away between Kell Brook and Jojo Dan. They both look in fantastic shape, don't they?
Yeah, this is a tough fight. You know, I'm nervous, probably because of the layoff as well, and you know, because it's high stakes. There's a lot on the line. It's the world championship in the welterweight division. You know, it's got a real big feel to it, this show, and I'm looking for a great performance from Kell Brook.
Do you believe a lot of people have overlooked Jojo Dan because all you hear in the papers is?
I don't think. I haven't. I know Kell hasn't. I know his training team hasn't. You know that if someone's got to #1 in the division, they can fight, and they've earned their shot. And Jojo Dan is very tough. He's clever. He's a genuine contender for the world title. But more than that, he's got a chance to win a world title in the welterweight division. He's not just going to turn up, take a couple of shots, and go, "I don't fancy this." He's going to give it everything. And you know, it's a tough fight.
Basically, this is a new phase in Kell's sort of career because before it was about getting to this opportunity. Now he's got this title. It's about defending, unification's bigger. Does that sort of route after this fight?
Yeah, absolutely. But again, we go back to tomorrow night, and if he don't win tomorrow night, it's all over. So Kell's in a great position. I mean, you saw Marquez, his trainer, from your guys, you know, he's split with Michelle saying, "We want the belt." Well, Kell Brook's got the belt, and the others who have got the belt, you can't reach. So if you want Kell Brook, come to England. We'll have a huge fight. But that's what I'm saying about being high stakes. You know, that's why so much is on the line tomorrow night. And it's, you know, I'm nervous, but I love being nervous because it means something. You know, when we walk out tomorrow night and there's 10,000 there, and Michael Buffer, and we're on live on Sky Sports, live on Showtime. That's what we live for. So our Kell must be feeling great because I'm just like the fat guy at the bottom of the ramp. He's up there, you know, taking it all in. This is what he lives for. So I always go back to if he's good and if he's as special as we think he is, he won't have a problem. And I said the same before Sean Porter, and we didn't have a problem. So fingers crossed tomorrow night. And he's got a lovely pair of new shorts to go out and wear, courtesy of Fight Label, you know. And we're excited.
I wanted to ask you though, Kell's been champion, he fought Sean Porter, but do you believe he's getting the credit he's deserved as a champion?
Well, I don't think we got a chance to get the momentum to necessarily give us the credit. You know, obviously he deserves a lot of credit for the win, but because of the incident after, he was just off the radar. You know, the only publicity he was getting was about maybe never fighting again or maybe never walking again from the stabbing. So if we would have boxed in December, I think we would have had the progression. After tomorrow night, I believe the ball's rolling. You know, and Kell is, I believe, a fighter that can go and unify the division, not just at welterweight, but at light middleweight as well, and maybe even middleweight. And I think people will realise that he's the real deal.
Have you had people from America get in touch for maybe a fight after the Jojo Dan?
Yeah, loads of it. I mean, look, you know, I think Showtime's involvement in the event goes to show what they think of Kell Brook and the future they see. You know, Al Heyman would love the Thurman fight. That's a great fight. We see our future here, right now. They want that fight in America. Of course, the Amir Khan fight is always there if Amir wants it. Marquez, Rios, you know, listen to the names. You know, and that's what I'm saying about tomorrow night. It's, you know, everything hinges on tomorrow night. And whilst he's the favourite, you know, it's never a foregone conclusion.
Obviously on tomorrow night, Adam Etches.
Tough fight.
That's
tough fight.
Adam Etches himself, you can call him a KO artist.
Yeah. But look at the level he's been fighting at. You know, listen, I love it. I think he's a real talent. But look at the level he's boxed at. Komitsky is so far above that level. It's a pure 50-50 fight. Pure 50-50 fight. Great fight. But we're going to find out about Adam Etches tomorrow night. And I always like fights where you find out. You know, because now it's time. Adam Etches had a great education, he's knocked everybody out, he's enjoyed himself. Now's the time we find out if he's any good. And I think he is, so I think he'll be fine.
I wanted to go on to James Ronda Durrell. That's obviously been announced for May the
23rd in Boston. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you in regards to the TV, so the Sky Sports showing it is on Boxing.
It's because it was a purse bid, they control the UK rights, so we're talking to them. I'm sure Box Nation, BT, whoever are talking to them. Guess whoever pays the money gets the fight. We'd love it to be on Sky, and obviously it's a priority to try and get it.
I wanted to ask you, 2015 has it been a bit of a frustrating year for yourself because there was potential fights like Khan, Brook, they fell through. I know Frampton Quick was talks about you never want
not just that. Crawler against Abril.
Yeah.
We started off the year. Mitch Johnson against Joshua.
Yeah, of course.
So we started off the year. Anthony Crawler gets hit over the head by a concrete slab from burglars, and Anthony Joshua gets a stress fracture in his back, probably within like a week of each other. So it was a stinker. And we've had some more bad luck on the way, but that's all right. It's just life. What it means is we're about to have a great couple of months, because that's how life works. And it starts tomorrow night. We need tomorrow night because it's World Championship boxing. It's 10,000 people. It's the full shebang. It's all singing, all dancing. It's a great fight, great fighters, great card. And because of the pullouts, we haven't been able to deliver the cards we would have liked so far this year. It's some decent stuff. Nothing stand out. Tomorrow night's the start of that. May 30th is a great card. Mitchell Linares, Selby Gradovich, Joshua Johnson, plenty more as well. So, life is all about ups and downs, and we've had a little bit of bad luck. But listen, I ain't gonna moan. Life's still pretty good.
I wanted to ask, is Wembley booked, pre-booked, or have you
June the 13th is held, but the only fight that can really happen there is Brooke Khan.
anything come back from the camp? Is that
They don't want to fight, Tsunami is a great fighter, he's achieved loads, but he don't want to fight Kell Brook. So, when the money's out there to fight Kell Brook and you're scratching around for an opponent, why wouldn't you just fight him? So, I don't know, you have to ask him, but I'm not going to start.
No.
We've had our beef in the past, and I like Amir, but he just doesn't want the Kell Brook fight, so we have to move on. And we have to chase the other fights, just the same people that he's chasing,
I want to ask you about Carl Froch. What's the latest between his return and Andre Ward talks? Has anything gone further?
Still talking. I think we've got another couple of days. It's not a fight we were really looking at, but as it happens, Carl will take the fight if he has to hold on to the belt. Of course, we want it over here, and we want it in Nottingham. It's a tough fight. We want the advantage. We did it in America last time, so we'll do it over here this time. But I don't know. Andre's been out for 2 years. I don't know whether he wants to come back with a Froch fight, and it's all a bit up in the air at the moment. Will Carl even fight again? You'll see he's working for Sky tomorrow night, so maybe you can get a word with him. I asked him the other day where his head was at, and he said getting the lawn ready for the summer. So, yeah.
I know, obviously, Michelle spoke to the Loughlin's camp, and Tom, it was
Tom Laughlin.
It was
Abel Sanchez. Yeah.
Actually said that we're willing to come to the UK. We're willing to even have some small concessions and
I speak to Tom Loeffler a lot about that fight and HBO. And it's frustrating on Twitter because I said once that's a dual pay-per-view, i.e. UK pay-per-view and HBO pay-per-view, there's probably enough money to make that happen. People get confused sometimes. Same with Frampton Quigg. People tweet me saying, you've got to make this fight for the fans. No, sorry. If you want me to be honest, you've got to make this fight for the fighters. And this is a dangerous sport. They deserve to get every penny they can. And no one's taking short money to go in a dangerous fight when they've worked their whole career to get to that stage. So when the money's right, I think it can happen. Froch will have it, but of course he wants to be paid royally. Otherwise he's quite happy to sit at home and do his lawn.
Obviously there's that argument with Carl Froch where before maybe he wasn't managed correctly, but he wasn't earning the money that he was when he was a champion. And then when you took
he barely got 6 figures to fight Jean Pascal for the title back in the day, and he nearly made 8 figures to fight George Groves. So boxing's about desire. If you haven't got the desire, there's no point getting back in the ring. And when you're sitting there, Marvin Hagler said it's very difficult to get up and do your hill runs when you're wearing silk pyjamas. You know what I mean? Ask Nazim Hamed, same thing.
Once you just go on to May 30th, ticket information is out now, so what was the sort of list of that?
So on Monday it goes on sale to Fight Pass, on Tuesday it goes on general sale, 40, 60, 80, 100, 200, 400. Already had massive orders from the fighters. I think we're going to have the full 18,000 at the O2, so can't wait.
And is there any more fighters to be added onto that?
Yeah, there's a couple of British title fights we're looking at, maybe one more world title fight as well. Okay. So we're just getting started.
Okay, Eddie. Thank you very much for talking to Behind the Gloves. It's been a pleasure.
No problem. Cheers.